past, take for example our Salesforce, which is obviously a little different, but back to that same strategy point. Our Salesforce has grown to use Salesforce.com because their business people want to know when their pipeline comes down, when the conversation with the customer goes through, how to go expand the business and go leverage it to other aspects. How do I go build from a laptop to a software service? Same kind of thing comes here is how do I go take an event, because you could have the same customer at 4 or 5 different events. How do I go take the same customer engagement that I have on the sales side into the marketing side? How do I go have one-to-one engagements? How do I go build out just marketing analysis based on this customer for different events? And the problem that you have is you can't go do that manually. You can't go talk to every customer. You can't have enough event managers on your team to go be able to do this and expand globally. You have to be able to, how do I go build in the social media, build in the PR, and build in the pipeline aspects of all of this and be able to leverage each piece of that and tie it back into what those priorities are for the business units. And without technology, you have no way of scaling or growing to what's actually needed, because the amount of money that can go through an events organization, the BUs or the executives are going to say, if I'm going to put that much out, I've got to be able to get that much in return, because I'm looking at it from a business of, if I can do that at a salesperson and I can hire 3 or 4 salespeople for the same price of one event, what is your pipeline, your revenue, your brand, and how does that come back? So we're no longer in the days of, here is $150,000, $250,000, go do this for them. We need to know what comes out of that for them and what value add I have in that, because analytics is becoming so important when you build strategy, you build execution around that strategy. And without technology, you can't do that.
We really need more automation. We have some great tools out there right now for meeting technology as far as sourcing hotel properties, doing registration, invitations, and those type of things, but that's kind of where it ends, I feel like. We need more automation with the rest of what our planners are doing and what procurement is looking at. It's very important for us to maintain our budgets and savings, not only for our clients, but just our companies overall. And right now that's challenging, and it's extremely time consuming. It's time consuming for a planner to enter all that information and track it, and it's time consuming for our procurement department to be able to run those reports and filter the data and sort it all out. It's in different places. It's just it's very difficult right now. So we really need something out there to provide more automation so that our planners aren't wasting their valuable time entering stuff in multiple different places and trying to maintain a budget that has, hundreds of rows on it, iterations to show and demonstrate their savings. And we also need more items in place to be able to control those budgets. So when someone is getting close to a budget, we want to be able to have something in place to notify that planner so that they can tell the client that we're getting close to our budget, instead of having to manually go in and constantly update a spreadsheet or database with what they're spending.